British Free Range Egg Producers Association was formed in 1991 and so has now been established for 20 years. To celebrate and reflect on this important milestone, 4 founding BFREPA Council members met up at Des Bradley's farm in Lincolnshire.
There was no organisation that represented the producers.
You've got to remember that free-range egg production in those days was 3% of the market.
They saw the creation of BFREPA as no threat whatsoever because they thought it was a joke.
The hopes in the early days were that we could go to the market and say this is what we're doing, this is our association, these are our standards, and have confidence that whoever bought our eggs from an association member would know they were produced in the proper way.
We had a lot of help from the NFU. A lady called Anne Smith, she was very, very helpful for our association in the early days. The first Ranger magazine, that was produced by John Widdowson, so he was very instrumental in promoting through the written word.
I would think he was probably the most important person in the BFREPA history, definitely, to say that. He invented the Ranger.
Peter Barton, Chris Bannister, all individuals who helped to start the job off.
In the first year, 143 decided to become members of BFREPA. If we didn't have the records, we'd probably say it was probably 40 or 50, but it was 143.
We had ups and downs, as any committee would. You know, if a committee was always running smoothly, there's something probably wrong. We're all yes men, but farmers aren't yes men normally.
Consumers are king, and you've always got to go along with consumers and the requirements rather than try and fight against it in any way whatsoever. And that's what BFREPA and free-range egg production has done. It has recognised consumer perception, consumer demand, and that's why it's grown in that way.
The creation of Freedom Food by the RSPCA and our involvement with them at that time had a significant influence.
Freedom Food came along with the idea of, they'd already been on stream with some other forms of livestock. It seemed to be a really good fit with eggs.
We've tried to inform the consumer what we're all about, and I think our honesty in that respect has worked.
There are a number of things relative to regulations and the government and the ministry. We even went to the Houses of Parliament and had meetings with them to register our concerns.
Without doubt, the Ranger is like the conference. It's grown from very small beginnings of a little bit of a leaflet.
Now you've only got to look at it, it's a glossy, full-colour magazine, 80, 90 pages, full of all sorts of interesting technical information, market information, production issues, politics, rules, regulation. We cover the whole lot in that magazine, and I think it is the #1 magazine for our industry. It really is.
It's a conference that has grown from small beginnings to the conference that we're all very proud of today, and that's been helped to evolve through the various sponsors. We now have BOCM polls which are working along with us and have done over these last few years and have helped to take the conference to new heights, if you like. We've delivered an organisation which gives members a voice.
Well, it can't be any worse than these last couple of years because it's almost been a perfect storm of bad events for the profitability of free range, but with the sudden and rapid hike in feed costs coincided exactly with overproduction, which has happened because of the lead up to the cage ban. More people have gone in with more birds.
We're in the middle of a recession at the moment, which is the third part of the whammy we had. And while that's in place, I think the market generally for free range will not grow as fast as we would have liked to grow.
Well, I think BFREPA and the free range industry as it is has delivered a lot for farmers in the west side of the country in particular. where we've got a lot of beef and sheep farmers who have had an extremely difficult 15 years. And by situating a free range unit on their farms, it's helped to make their farms more sustainable.
We have got a mixture, we've got cattle and arable, and so the good thing about that is that it's ups and downs in different enterprises.
Well, I think it's a major milestone. It doesn't seem 20 years, we've been doing it a long time.
You know, I'm more interested in the next 20 years for the people that are coming into it.
I was privileged to be the chairman during a period of growth, significant growth, against the background that I've already explained to you of sarcasm, as it were. I was proud to be part of that organisation that actually grew faster than anything else did in our egg industry.
It all comes back to that consumer, and consumers are not going to run away from free range. Consumers buy free range because it's passionately what they want, what they believe in, for all the relevant reasons.
I see no reason why the success in its attraction for free range producers, that should continue.
We're about to take on a paid executive for the first time, which will be a big step forward potentially. So I think that maybe still yet to come the best of what the BFREPA can do for the members.
If we're going to have some success going forward, we're going to have to make sure that every farmer is spot on in his husbandry and his stockmanship. We can't afford failures in terms of poor performance on farms.
We're now moving to a situation where we've got the government chief scientist in John Beddington and his predecessor in King before him, recognising the real issues of food security going forward. And every part of agriculture is going to have an important part to play in this, and free range production along with it.
And I think BFREPA has a pivotal role in advising farmers about the market trends, about production.
BFREPA has striven and succeeded over the years to maintain that brand image.
We look for the new generation to take on where many of us have actually reached towards the end of our involvement in free range, and I wish whoever is going to be doing it good luck.